Hello friends, and welcome to today's writing lesson for today. So as I said during our read aloud of Scardey Squirrel, our writing is also going to be kind of based on the book that we read today for reading. So again, our book that we read today was Scardey Squirrel at the Beach, and after the read aloud, I kind of wanted you to think about some of the character traits of Scardey Squirrel. How was he acting in the story? What were some things that he was thinking about in the story? Because that's going to be something that we use to help us with our writing today. So I just kind of wanted to show you some things real quick before I tell you what to actually do for writing. So really good writers, when they're writing about a book, particularly like an opinion piece about a book, one thing that they do really well with is they collect information about the main characters. So in our story, it was Scardey Squirrel. In the example that's given here, it's Frog and Toad. I don't know if any of you have ever read that story before, but they're the example that they give for this little chart here. So just a few things to know about the characters in this story. You know, Frog and Toad are best friends. Toad doesn't like to clean. Frog and Toad like to spend their days together. Those are all considered traits of Frog and Toad, right? That's how they're acting. That's how they feel. That's, you know, kind of the things that they're thinking. It's something that they're doing in the story. So those would be considered traits. So try and think of traits for Scardey Squirrel in the book that we read for today. So as part of our writing unit, which is going to be about writing about reading, we're going to be uncovering our opinions about books. And a way for us to do that is writers can study characters, which is what we're going to be doing today. They can study favorite parts, so they can make an opinion about their favorite part of the book. They can study the pictures and kind of what's going on in those pictures. They can study the titles. Maybe the titles can help you kind of predict what's going to happen in the story or what the story is going to be about. Good writers can also study the cover of the book, front and back, right? Sometimes on the back cover there's some other pictures and even like a short paragraph that kind of talks about what the book might be about, and kind of help you get an idea of what the story might be about. And then lastly, they study the lessons. So the lessons in a book, asking yourself, does this story have a specific message or a specific meaning that it's trying to teach us? So good writers, when they're writing opinion pieces, study those kind of things and help use those things to make their writing better. So what we're going to be doing for today is we are going to start our unit on writing about reading, and we will be using all of the strategies we learned about writing opinion pieces to persuade someone else to read some of our favorite books. Okay, so today, and I know you guys have been doing this before. You guys actually did some work with this when I was in your classroom. But so today you will be writing an opinion piece about Scardey Squirrel. And when you write your opinion, I want you to make sure that you do three things. I want you to state your opinion. Okay, I want you to kind of state your opinion on how you feel about Scardey Squirrel. How do you think he was acting in the story, or feeling in the story, or thinking in the story? So I want you to state your opinion. I want you to give reasons, give lots of reasons why you feel that way. And then I want you to support your reasons with examples from the book. So you can always go back to the video of me doing the read aloud for you, and you can go back to that and find your favorite parts, or find parts that you think really support your opinion that you're writing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you a quick example. And I just want to remind all of you too that when you're writing, you can either do one of two things. You can type it into the Google Doc that I have put into our PowerPoint, and you can type your answer in there, or if it would be better if you hand wrote it on a piece of paper with a pencil, you can do that as well, and then have either yourselves or maybe an adult in your household email it to me, or attach it to the Google Doc. Either way is fine. So if you want to hand write it with a pencil and paper, you're more than welcome to do that. If you would like to type it into the Google Doc directly, that is okay too. Whatever works best for you guys. Okay, so here's just an example of something that somebody might write about Scaredy Squirrel. So it says, "Who lives in a nut tree, fears the unknown, and does silly things? It's Scaredy Squirrel. If you like books that have funny characters in them, you should read the Scaredy Squirrel series. Scaredy Squirrel is the best character ever. I think Scaredy Squirrel is the best character because he is so funny. For example, at the beginning of the book, he gives a warning to readers. Also, when he lists things he's afraid of, he includes things like sharks and Martians. Those things could never be near his nut tree. I laughed so hard when I read the way he reacted to seeing the bumblebee through his binoculars. It was too much. If you like books with funny characters, you should read Scaredy Squirrel books. He is the best character ever." So this example wasn't necessarily about Scaredy Squirrel at the beach. It was kind of about the whole series and maybe some parts from other different books. So I gave you that example just because I want you to kind of think of your own reasons for why you would recommend Scaredy Squirrel at the beach to somebody else. So this is just an example of what your writing should look like. So the person that wrote this, the person that gave the example, is stating exactly what their opinion is. Then they give reasons and they use evidence from the text to support that statement, right? So they give a bunch of different reasons. Like over here it says, for example, right? For example, at the beginning of the book, he gives a warning to readers, right? So that's one reason why Scaredy Squirrel is considered to be, right here, the best character, right? So that's an example that the writer was giving his readers to understand why Scaredy Squirrel is the best character. Okay, so that's what you're going to be doing today. You're going to be writing your opinion on Scaredy Squirrel at the beach and kind of use the character traits that you know Scaredy Squirrel has to help you with your answer. Okay, so for now, I'm going to actually give you 2 days to do your writing. Today you can start it, and then tomorrow you can actually work on it some more and finish it. And so you'll have 2 days to kind of write your opinion piece. And if you remember from the example, I'm not having you write like a whole page. I know that that's going to be very hard. But if you could write, like, again, one kind of paragraph stating your opinion, another paragraph stating the reasons for your opinion, and then that third paragraph kind of summing everything up. That would be good. Again, you can type it into the Google Doc if you want, or if it would work better for you to handwrite it on paper and then send me a picture of it, that would work too. Either way is fine, whatever works best for you guys. Okay, so I can't wait to see your writing. I will post all of those charts and examples up onto the PowerPoint slides after this video, so that way you can use those as well. And be sure to go back to the story, go back to that the video of me doing the read aloud to kind of help you find good reasons, good examples of why you feel Scaredy Squirrel at the beach is a good story for other people to read. Okay, everybody? Good luck. I can't wait to see your writing, and I'm really interested to see what some of your opinions are on the book Scaredy Squirrel at the Beach. Bye, everybody.